Are you suffering from hormonal acne? Well, there is so much information on YouTube and internet, people, their experiences, what they are doing and what they're not doing. And you will have to kind of look at you as an individual. What is that you're doing to cause this? Remember that the skin, and I mention that all the time, it's a mirror of your health. What's happening internally, it shows externally. So if you have these things here in different areas of your body or your face, stick with me, stay until the end because I have so much information to give you. So let's get started right now. Very quickly, my name is Maria from Vancouver, Canada, and for my subscribers, thank you for being here. And for the people that do not know me, well, hopefully you will love my content and you'll decide to subscribe. I do a lot of my tutorials are on education, on different topics that people ask me to create for them. I do not have any sponsors by choice because I want to be able to express myself and to educate my students, the estheticians out there, without thinking that I'm not doing the right thing for the person that's sponsoring me or they are encouraging me to sell their product. So get a pen and paper because you will need to write a lot of stuff. So if you have this on your face, it could be caused by hormonal imbalance. And so there is three major sectors that I would like to speak about. One is during puberty, and that is why 13, 12, you get all those little pimples. Through menstrual cycle, that is mainly for girls, and pregnancy, and also stress. So let's talk a little bit about each of these ones here. Boys and girls, when you go through puberty, and that could be 12, 13, or 14, or even younger. It varies from person to person. The body releases additional androgen. Girls, a little bit more estrogen, and boys will have testosterone. But androgen, it is the hormone that causes the acne. Basically, the androgen is the culprit that will cause, I'll have a little picture here. These little glands here, called the sebaceous glands, to produce excess oils. It is important that we go through puberty, otherwise you're going to be a little girl, a little boy forever. However, because of that situation, there's things that I'm going to talk about that you will need to do. So puberty is the first time that a lot of boys and girls get acne. For women, we get it through menstrual cycle and pregnancy. We do have two hormones. One is estrogen and the other one is progesterone. Estrogen is an amazing hormone that keeps our skin nice and tight and firm, and also the oils flow nicely. Everything is nice and perfect. However, we do also have progesterone, and progesterone is the cause of, again, the production of extra sebum. We do need to have progesterone. Progesterone is also a very important hormone. It's not all bad. It helps us with headaches and depression, and also cervical cancer. And so that's what helps. The progesterone helps with that. And also it gives us a very healthy pregnancy. Also, if you are going through pregnancy, most likely you will have, not all of us, will have maybe one or two pimples, and that is the cause of progesterone. Progesterone will be throughout your pregnancy. So again, I'm going to give you some list of things that you can do during pregnancy. The last one is stress caused. And if you're under a lot of stress, figure out a way to meditate, pray, relax, whatever it takes to help you with stress, because stress will release a hormone called cortisol. And the androgens also release another hormone called androgen. And both cortisol and androgen hormone will cause, again, these little glands here, okay, to produce additional sebum, and the sebum is going to be stuck into the follicle and causes acne. So, how are we going to deal with stress? If you have pimples, please do not pick them unless you have the little whitehead like this. Now, it is not a whitehead per se like Melia. Is this here? This is pus. Okay. Do not take your pimple out with fingernails, or because we have bacteria underneath there, and you will cause more problems. If you notice, this little picture has two little Q-tips, so you're not going to cause any problems. Yeah. So the first thing I want to mention is that you need to say bye-bye to milk. We're talking about cow's milk. There's all the different kinds of milk, like coconut milk and almond milk and so many other type of milks that you don't need to have cow's milk. Cow's milk will cause inflammation, and also is very high in sugar. But most of all, the cows have a hormone. They have hormones, not only the synthetic hormones that are being pumped into the cow, but you're also drinking the cow's hormone that the cow was producing milk for her or her little calf. That hormone will imbalance your hormone. Does that make sense? Absolutely. So you do not drink the milk of a different mammal. You will drink your mama's milk until you grow up to 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, depending. And that's it. You do not need cow's milk. I know. There's a lot of people will not agree with me with that one. But please, try it. Stop the milk. And maybe that is the only thing that you have to do concerning your acne. Now, for the people that are younger, ask your mom and tell them that you heard about it and you would like to do a little bit of a test and figure out if that is a cause of your acne. And believe me, she will be more than happy to figure out with you, or let her see this tutorial. Another food that you might need to look into is a peanut butter. I've heard a lot that peanut butter will cause acne. And I did a little bit of research, and it's because peanut butter has omega-6, very high in omega-6, which is inflammatory, pro-inflammatory, and will cause acne. Don't get confused with omega-3. Okay, so omega-6 is not good. It will cause inflammation. Omega-3, on the other hand, is anti-inflammatory, so it is very, very good for you. The next one is refined grains. White flour, white rice, white bread, anything that it has been refined. Because what happens is that because it's refined, it enters the bloodstream very, very quickly, which will stimulate the insulin, because the insulin says, oh my goodness, too much sugar. So the insulin will balance these hormones. Insulin is a hormone, and that hormone will cause imbalance in the body. Make sense? Have you ever had taking sugar and you feel like happy, and then feeling depressed? That's what it is. So no more refined. So the things that you can have is sprouted grains, whole grains, brown rice. So we have to kind of switch over. So no more refined grains. And you need to avoid sugar. We're talking about the white sugar and the brown sugar. All those sugars, they have to be avoided totally. Sugar is also called it's very lethal to the body. It's also called the silent killer. Corn syrup has to be out. Basically, sugar reacts exactly the same as the refined grains, but faster. And again, as soon as you have something sugary, it will spike the insulin, imbalance your hormones, and that is something that you don't want to take, especially if you are in a puberty, or the hormones I talked about it before, or if you're going through your menstrual cycle. It will cause a double whammy. What you can use is maple syrup, coconut sugar. It is a lot better and healthier. If you can stay away from sugar, better still. All those fizzy pops, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, all that is so high in sugar. So that is another segment that we'll talk about in another time. But it is addictive. Some people are addicted to pop. And I'm not saying to you that you have to stop it all at once. Instead of drinking 10 a day, maybe drink 8 and then 7 and less and less and less, to the point that you will not crave that sugary drink. Next one is find your sensitivity. Tomatoes. Or you might be sensitive gluten. Like a lot of people are getting acne because of food related. Usually about 70 to 80% of individuals that have acne is caused because they have a food sensitivity. A lot of people do not know that they're sensitive to gluten. So how do you figure out if you're sensitive to something? Well, look at what you eat and then delete that food for a month. So one of the foods that I used to get like sore joints was tomatoes. And I love tomatoes. I love the taste of tomatoes in the salads. Oh, put oregano with bocconcini. Yummy, yummy. But I realized that every time I was having my salads, I would feel like my joints. So I looked at my salads and I said, what are something that I can take out to figure out if I have allergies? And that is one food that I have allergies with, my beloved tomatoes. If you have acne, figure out, look at your diet and start taking one food away and stay away from that food for a month and see what happens to the skin. If nothing happens, put it back in your diet and take out another food. And that's what you do. That's how you figure out. That's how naturopathic doctors figure out what your allergies are. So you become your own doctor. So it seems like up to now, I've been saying to you, no, don't do that, do that, don't do that. So now I'm going to talk about things that you should do. The first thing that you should do is drink more water. And I know that for some people it's very difficult. And so what I tell them is the first thing you do in the morning, before you do anything, get yourself, this is almost half a liter. And what I do, I put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in there and I just kick it down. That's what I do. I just drink it. And what it does, it starts to activate your gastric juices and it cleans your whole pipe from here all the way down to the bottom. That is such a good habit. Then throughout the day, I will drink like 6 or 7 of these. But I got used to it. So don't say, oh, Maria said 6 or 7. Say if you don't drink any water, start with 1 glass in the morning and maybe 2 or 3 glasses throughout the day. And then you will notice that you are going to crave for that water. The water will also help you to clean out your blood, the cleansing of your body, the kidneys, the liver, and your skin will start getting much better. The next thing I advise for individuals that have acne is to take B5. A lot of times you will have certain deficiencies and B5 will help. Another thing that I encourage, now please do remember, it's the turmeric. Fix yourself, get some, can have turmeric powder or the turmeric root. You can just grate it in warm coconut milk and you just get into the habit of drinking because turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. Guess what? Those pimples, it's inflammation, internal inflammation. So turmeric is one of the things that are very important. So B5, turmeric. The next one is probiotics. Now there's a lot of probiotics, and I do have a tutorial on probiotics. Whenever it comes up, please look at it. Because there's so many kinds of probiotics that you do want to, some is better than none, but if you're spending money, you want to get the best probiotic possible. With the probiotics, you need to eat prebiotics, which are found in fermented foods. So things like kimchi, kombucha, sauerkraut are really good foods for you to take daily. Okay, so now the thing that I really feel that is very important is to put whole food in your body. So do have a lot of greens and all different things that are in vegetable format is so important. So go out there and get anything that is green in salad, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, steam them a little bit, put some olive oil on it, and it's yummy, yummy, yummy. Another thing that I like to do is smoothies with a good protein powder. And in there, I'll put all the different kinds of berries. And if you don't have berries, like frozen berries is okay. I will have maybe probiotics, I will hemp, I will have chia seeds, spirulina, yogurt, like coconut yogurt in there. All those different things are very good for your body. And then I'll drink it. I'll have like a little bit of a banana in there to make it really like a whole protein smoothie. So good for you. Another thing that I feel that is essential is vitamin A, but not in a tablet form, more in a food form. But you will have to eat a lot of carrots to be able to get enough, and then you get an orange pigmentation on your skin. So I really believe that if you can find the beef liver tablet in a food form, is so high in vitamin A, but also iron, natural iron, and that is so good, not only for acne, but for women that are anemic and they're going through their menstrual cycle. That is so good. Now, teas, peppermint tea, green tea are antioxidants. They're detox, anti-inflammatory, so good. So instead of reaching for coffee, don't get me wrong, in the morning, I love my cup of coffee, but throughout the day, instead of reaching up, it's not very much about the coffee itself. It's more like something warm. So let's start drinking teas. This is Charlie. Hello, say hello. Oh, so good. Charlie is 10 years old, my little long-haired chihuahua. The next thing is NRF2, and that is NRF2 is an activator, and I will have a link below for you to do more research on it. And what it does, it reduces the oxidative stress in the body caused by free radical damage. And what is free radical damage? Everything that we do, from exercising, free radical damage. What we eat, free radical damage. The pollution, free radical damage. Stress, free radical damage. So this is what that NRF2 activation will do for you. So you do need to look there below. Now, this product is not all over the world. I'm sorry, but if it is in your country, please look into it. Now, I talked about internal and hormones and cleansing and this and that. I know. But if you do that, what I mentioned, your skin will start to clear up. But if you want something to help you from the outside, I will have a few thoughts here right now. The first thing I would like to mention, it is a very simple skincare called Refresh. And I will have a link below, this company here, and I will have, it has, I'm going to show over this way. It has a mild foamy cleanser and also a pretty good moisturizer, but it's very basic. What it does not improve or not improve your skin. It's just there for you to cleanse your face and to put a basic moisturizer. Okay. If you want to do a little bit more of a treatment, then we have the AHAs and BHAs. And AHAs and BHAs, The difference between them, one helps to desquamate and the other one is more to control the blemish and the oils. And that is from The Ordinary. Again, please do follow the directions. You put it on, you leave it on for a little while, and then you remove it. And the next one is the niacinamide. And again, from The Ordinary. And I will have links below. My favorite skincare is the NRF2 skincare, and that's what I use. But it is not all over the world. It is, this one here, it is a little bit more expensive, but I prefer to use a little bit. Now, this skincare has 4 products. One is the cream. Then it has a liquid, which you mix it together. I just love it because it just penetrates. It has NRF2 activation, and so what it does, it penetrates into the skin and repairs the skin from within. And I will have a link below. So now let me show you some of the gadgets that I would like you to use. Oh, well, no, one more thing. If you have a blemish, you might want to use a tea tree, but mix it. Mix it with water, 50-50, and then you get a little Q-tip and you apply onto that blemish. I forgot to mention that if you're allergic to tea tree, then you could use manuka oil. And again, you just mix it 50-50 on a Q-tip and right onto the blemish. Now, some of the machine, I have 2 separate machines that I would like to talk about. One is the high frequency, and there is, I did not take out my machine, but here it is, one of them. I will have a link below. There is neon and argon. The neon is the yellow one, and the argon is the blue or purplish. The purplish one is better for acne. The orange one is more for product penetration. So if you have pimples, you want to zap, zap, zap. Okay, you can put it on the side like that, and you want to zap. Now, do not overdo it because it's an oscillating current, and I have a tutorial so you can look at it in more in detail. It's oscillating current, and it will cause burning if you do too much. Okay, so you zap, 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 and then if you have a product you want to apply, you can use the neon, which is the orange one, and it will product penetration. So it is a good little tool to have. The next one that I want to show you, it's the LED light. So which one you would use? Most people tell you to use the blue light, which they are right. But you want to bring the blood circulation to the surface first. So I like to use the red one. And just quickly, just for a few minutes, because the red one will stimulate the blood circulation. So you're bringing blood to the area for repair. And then from there, you would use your blue. So this one here that I like, this little machine, so it has the blue. And then you will focus more onto the acne with this for 3 minutes for each section that you have the acne. The green, for the people that have darker skin, oh, I did not get the green one, have darker skin, you might have hyperpigmentation from the acne, and the green one will help with hyperpigmentation. I know my tutorials are always so long. I am so sorry because there's so much to try to put into this tutorial, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you've gotten a lot of information. Do not forget your diet to make your body more alkaline, because you're getting all these pimples because you are acidic. So try to eat more alkaline foods. Try to stay away from meat and coffee because those are too very acidic. Drink your water, drink your teas. Anyways, I will talk with you